Coron Island. We are in a town and it looks different. It's different than Palawan. Different people, different scenery, different stuff what they are selling, and never been here before. Just gonna take a step by step and see what we can see. That's how the locals live, guys. Gotta be very careful walking on these planks here. Everything standing top of the sticks. Hey guys, when the high tide comes, they're all nice and safe. But don't ask me where all the rest of the stuff goes. Alright, we heard about the hot springs. So they shouldn't be that far from the Coron town. Maybe around 20 to 25 minutes. And we're gonna try to find them. But there is no signs really on the road for any attractions, so let's try to find them. The roads are pretty beat up, a lot of speed bumps. You're limited how fast you can go, and the traffic is pretty dangerous. We're going to the hot spring somewhere in Coron Island, and it's an adventure. It's a good adventure. It's just the dirt roads going up the hills, little rough. I'll be managing to get up there. Our butts are hurting.
Okay.
Missing a part of the crew. There they are.
What the hell are we going?
High five. High five.
Give me money, please.
No money, buddy.
Yeah, trying to steal your money.
We made it to the hot springs. I'll tell you, the road is pretty rough to come here. I mean, it's an adventure. Take your time. If you take a tuk-tuk, your body's gonna be sore. I think you're better off if you really take your motorcycle, and you can go on a motorcycle. The seats are a little more softer. So we're gonna go inside and see how it looks like. This is the hot springs, guys. Oh wow. Look at the view up there. Well, I think we beat the traffic. We got here a little after lunchtime and there is not a lot of people here. I think it's gonna get pretty crowded right before dark or at the sunset.
So hot.
Is it? Oh.
Hot.
The water is hot. 90 degrees outside, and I have no idea how hot is that water. Whoa! The water is hotter than the hot tub. Woo!
I don't know if I can go in there.
Oh, that water is so hot. I mean, it would be nice if it's snowing outside, but I don't think you're gonna get it in Philippines. Come on.
I don't think I can.
You can.
I gotta.
Let's go. All right. So the water in the hot springs is between 38 to 41 Celsius, which is probably 100, 105. It's hot. They don't recommend you to stay longer than 10 minutes inside. We are the only ones around here right now. It's getting busy in the evening. The air temperature doesn't really change. It's just you get more breeze and it feels like it's cooler. We got several small pools around here. It's just so awkward how hot it is.
Yeah. And the fact that you're in the Philippines, it's already hot enough outside.
Yeah. The water is clean. You can see all the way on the bottom. It's just the gravel bottom right here.
Deeper over here.
And yeah, this one is deeper. Wow. The water really doesn't stink. It doesn't have an odor. Super crystal clear.
Got air can go on and get out.
Yeah. All right, the hot springs was nice to see, and off we go again. Pass by the hot springs. It's a Kabu beach. First it was Bali beach, we passed that, then it's the Kabu beach, and we said let's go check it out. And of course there is a charge. So the Cabo Beach, we came and check it out, guys. The entrance fee is 50 pesos per adult, 25 per child. And I gotta tell you, this is our third island where we stopped so far in Philippines, and that was the worst beach what we've seen. That's my honest opinion. And if you are gonna be here and you're gonna check the hot springs, feel free to drive down. It's probably 10 minutes away, not even that. But my opinion, it's not worth it. And there is not a shortage of the dogs in Coron as well. There is dogs everywhere. Dogs everywhere, and as soon as you open a pack of chips or something, they come. They'll find you. But I'll tell you, you look closer, the amount of fleece what they have on, oh boy. I feel sorry for them. Driving by, you come to a fish market. Man, the amount of small fish what they're drying out. It's pretty impressive. Huge trays with millions of small fish. Today in Coron Island, as you can see the sign right behind me, all the way up there, there's a big sign of Coron Island right up there. So we booked a tour yesterday through the hotel. The prices are pretty much the same, so no matter if you go in town of Coron and looking for the price, or you come to your hotel and you can book the tour. So we booked the most popular tour, Tour C, and we're gonna do some island hopping, snorkeling, and some shipwreck, also snorkeling. So and it costs around 1700 pesos per person. But when you get here, you have to pay additional. If you don't have your own snorkeling mask, they charge you 150 pesos per person, and then you have to rent the kayaks. So that's another 1500 pesos per person, or per two people, one kayak, two people, so 1500. So don't get fooled just because of the price what you see on the paper. There is additional charges what you're gonna spend along your day trip.
Okay, so ma'am and sir, first activity, Coral Garden, snorkeling, ma'am and sir. By the way, first place that you are free to swim without life jacket for those good swimmer.
We are at our first stop, Siete Picadas. That's a coral garden right down here below me. The water is around 20-30 feet deep. We're gonna jump out from the boat and see what is below the surface. So let's go. I gotta tell you, the snorkeling is really good here. Snorkeling, the corals are really nice. From all the places we've seen before, it's, I would say, one of the best. We're gonna move, this is our only first stop, we're gonna move the second and third, fourth, fifth, seventh for a day. And we'll see how the rest of the day is gonna be.
The Kayangan Lake, ma'am and sir, is behind of that mountain. Because here in Kayangan Lake, ma'am and sir, we have a trekking before we swimming. Okay? 367 steps. But don't worry, the 367 step is up and down. 163 going up, then 204 going down. Then that's the lake.
Alright guys, so our second stop for a day. It's a Kayalan Lake. Hard to pronounce for us. But it's a fresh and saltwater lake. You gotta do a little bit of hiking, as the gentleman explained, and some steps up, some steps down, and we're going to see it's a second stop for a day.
Yeah.
So, guys, it's always adventure to getting out on and off from this boat on a little piece of plank, and the guys are holding the bamboo stick. Let's go. If you fall only in the water. Right there. Yeah, they're huge.
Catch it.
For whatever reason, they make you wear the life vest when you're going to Kayalan Lake. Said it's on the other side of this mountain right there. 163 steps up, 204 steps down.
Swimming in a freshwater and saltwater lake combined. Pretty cool, right?
And halfway through Kayalan Lake, you get this beautiful view. Pretty popular, everybody stopped here for the picture. Alright guys, we are on a third stop and it's snorkeling again on a different location. All those locations are pretty close, one to another. You can probably go 5 minutes from location to location on a boat. Up in the water and see what we can see, and yeah, just move on. We're gonna make the best of it. This is the lunch what they prepare for you. Once you book the trip, it's them. So it's a feast. They feed you pretty well. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, skeleton shipwreck down below. 5th stop for a day. That's where we're going. It was so cool to see it. It's from World War II and a lot of corals are already building up on that shipwreck. So it's a skeleton of the shipwreck, but if you're gonna be in Coron, it's worth it to come see it. It's probably my favorite thing what we saw today.
We're at the Big and Small Lagoon, and right now we're traveling to the second lagoon, and we gotta go through a tunnel.
When you come to the Small and Big Lagoon, right on the beginning, they'll tell you that you need to rent the kayaks. You don't need to rent the kayaks. You can come here and swim with a swim vest like the other people are doing. You can say 1,500 pesos per one kayak, and you can just come and swim. We didn't know that. We ran the kayaks, and this is where we are. But we're gonna do our best. This is the last stop for the day. We are in a big lagoon and gonna enjoy the scenery. I would say overall this trip was okay. I'm glad we saw the shipwreck. The lake was pretty cool. The snorkeling was nice. And this is a Coron, so a lot of nice thing is underwater. That's where you can see it. That's where the beauty is of the island. Along the beaches on the main Coron Island, especially where the Coron town is, you're not gonna find a nice beach. We saw different ones on the different islands and they look much better than here. Yes, of course, if you do the island hopping, you're gonna find the nice beaches, but not in the town, around town of Coron. So we're gonna wrap it up for the day, and we'll see what tomorrow is gonna bring us. Morning traffic in Coron. I can't wait to go on the road again. So this is the sign what you're gonna see down by the bay where all the tours and everything's starting. So this gets pretty busy in the morning and everybody's coming here. All right, guys, we stopped at the local market. It's sort of like a fish market and they sell everything here. I don't know if it's a fish market, they kind of sell everything here, but the smell, oh, it's hard to describe. You can learn how to butcher a pig here. What are you gonna say?
Nothing.
Final product. I just want to say, if you have a weak stomach, don't come here. Or if you had just early, like breakfast right before you came here, I'm not recommending. Dry fish, what we saw the other day, how they're drying them, they're packing them, now they're selling them. This is the local market, guys. This is where the local comes and shop for their meat and fish products, and also for the vegetables and fruits. Not a lot of tourists come down here, but if you are in the area, come and check it out. And now we're going to a Conception Falls. They're around an hour away from Coron town, so we got our scooters and we are on the road again. We made it to the Conception Falls, and so we're gonna take a walk up there and see how it looks like. The chickens across the road. Cruising around, and what's happened? Got a flat tire. Always an adventure on those dirt roads and stuff, and then you get a flat tire. Guy is giving us a hard time because we don't have a tubeless tire what we rented. He said we should rent a tubeless. So he has a tube inside, so he has to fix it and it's more work. He said if it's a tubeless, it takes 2 minutes to fix it flat. Well, anyhow, now we gotta wait 20 to 30 minutes to fix them. Isn't it? Right up there.
I'm poolside.
So this is the Boscana area where the waterfalls also were, and we stopped. This is our second place where we stopped for lunch, and it's a yacht club resort. And I gotta tell you, this is the place where probably you wanna be. It's laid back. The food is delicious here. This is a second resort. We barely see any people around. The prices are the same as when you're staying near the Coron and you're away from the crowd, away from the chaos, and you have basically the whole resort by yourself. We don't see any people around here. It's so nice and peaceful here. So if I have to choose where we're gonna stay again, it would be this place. And you can rent a motorcycle, do the same thing like we just did, and go to town, but you are just away, and it's so nice here. There is a Bay View, Boscana Bay View Resort. It's right there on top of the hill. This is the Beach Yacht Club, and I'm sure there is other places around here what I can see on that small island. It's just different side of Coron, different side that what is down by Coron town. It's not as dirty, busy, and it's really, if you're looking for a piece of quiet here and go snorkeling and scuba diving, this is the place to be. So I'm glad we stopped, and we're gonna continue on our trip. In Coron Island you have the sign on top of the hill where you can see the whole Coron town below you, and there's a big sign says Coron, which you can see from down low, but to hike all the way up you need to go through 750 steps, plus minus some different. I didn't read the sign down there. So me and Patrick are walking up, and well, just wondering what kind of view we will have. Almost there. Almost there. This is the view.